Hey team, just heading out for a walk. Been in lockdown for the last few days, and given that Mother Earth is taking a reset, I thought it appropriate I did too and get back into some physical activity. Activity out in the streets a little bit busier today than it has been in the last 7 days. So maybe the fact that the announcements by ScoMo last night has given people a little bit more security in their jobs. But when I get back, we're going to jam about my thoughts on the property market, where it's at right now, where it's heading, and what we should be doing to avoid further pain. Talk soon. I'll get back. Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. Exercise done, so that's a good thing, right? In these uncertain times, there's no harm in getting out and about for a walk. Lovely walk around Faulkner Park this morning. So firstly, I hope you are all safe and well, and your families and your colleagues. I assume most of you will be working from home if that's an option for you. If you're like my builders, you won't be, you'll be out on site. But wherever you are, whatever you're doing, please take care. This is obviously very serious, and you don't need to hear it from me, you hear it from everyone else. Look, I didn't want to do this video, but I was encouraged by my wife. I didn't want to be seen as perhaps trying to profit off of the current circumstances, but I think there's an opportunity for learning for you from my past mistakes and some of my clients' past mistakes during times like this. So my mistakes were leading into the 2008 GFC. I completed a property. It was initially for my own personal use. I then decided that we had done such a good job and the market was doing so well, it'd be a great time to perhaps cash in on the work we'd put in. But I was talked out of that by my wife and daughter, who says, let's stay for one summer, enjoy the fruits of our labour. And then of course we had Kevin 07, we had the GFC, and that delayed me being able to put that on the market for about 18 months while the market recuperated. And it probably cost me in the vicinity of $50,000 to $100,000 by not doing it when I initially wanted to. So that was my mistakes. Some of my clients' mistakes. So back in October 2017 through to about middle of 2018, I wrote a few articles suggesting that it would be a good time to buy. You had a window of about 18 to 24 months where the market would be very soft and there'd be plenty of opportunities out there before the market started to rise. The market started to rise almost to the day of the 24th month. And so that was last October we saw that turnaround, and obviously up until a few weeks ago the market had actually surpassed the highs of late 2017. So it's cyclical, and that was part of the cycle. What we're seeing now is not part of the cycle. So this has obviously been brought on by the virus, simply because buyers aren't confident to go out there and make those purchases if they're worried about their job, or maybe they're just worried about going outside and going to properties and having a look. So there's a couple of things there in the mix. I would suggest that this will be a relatively short-term problem. Maybe 6 to 12 months we're gonna see a real softening of the market, as long as all the industries that are being impacted now recover on the other side of this in a relatively short period of time. So I think, and this is only my opinion, I'm not a financial planner and I certainly don't have a crystal ball, I think you have an opportunity between now and this time next year where you'll be able to pick up some bargains. Now, the future opportunity is obviously there's going to be a recovery time. So right now, if you had any of my Class 1Bs up and running, or if you're nearing completion of a build of one, you're in a perfect opportunity to provide affordable housing for those who are going to need it. And there's millions of them that are going to need it. That number won't decrease overnight. So the people who are coming off full-time employment now and having to go on to some sort of benefit, or if they're a Kiwi, they're not eligible for a benefit. These people are going to take time to recover on the other side of that. So they're going to be using their savings during this time. They're not going to be able to rush out and jump straight back into a $700 a week apartment. They're not going to be able to buy that property that they thought they would have been, because they've had to spend their or a portion of their deposit over the next few months. And they're going to be looking for affordable housing to settle into, to recover, recuperate before life gets back to normal, and let's call it 24 months time. So that's the current opportunity. I don't want to be seen as someone that's out there ringing the bell, the death bell, for who the bell's toll, but it's just a fiscal reality. If you are in a position to buy property now, if you're liquid, you should. The banks are being very generous at the moment. The money is easy to come by. They want you to spend it. They want money pumped into the economy. You wouldn't just be doing yourself a favour, you'll be doing the economy a favour. Lastly, I wanted to say, I know I've been teasing you guys with this announcement of a big announcement coming for this year. I can tell you that all the pieces of the puzzle are there. I'm just waiting on some graphics from my team, and obviously those have been delayed because of what's happening. But once we get those graphics, I can complete the marketing material. Once that's done, we then have to put it through a process of approval, because this venture is very stringent. The ATO look at these very closely. They just want to make sure that your investment's going to be safe. But once that's all done, I will get that out to you. In the meantime, stay safe, and until next time, as I said, if you have the capacity, now's the time. Thanks, guys. Hey team, I just looked back at that video and I missed out on a couple of things. I didn't say what my clients' mistakes were. The mistakes they made were, while that market was soft during 2018, 2019, they didn't buy. Those that did have done very well already. They will continue to do well. The other thing I didn't mention, just in to be fully transparent, behind me on this blackboard and the whiteboard, on the other side of that is a list of 16 clients who are at one point or another of their financing or decision-making process or actual construction. And to be fully transparent, the majority of them have put their plans on hold while we go through this current situation, because they are concerned about their ability to finance these moving forward. I think there's mistakes being made there, because if they have the capacity, they should do it now. We've already heard that the banks are throwing money at people. There's bank holidays, etc., etc. Take advantage of those bank holidays. If they're giving you a 6-month leniency, that's as long as it takes to build one of these. Once you're having to pay back, start making payments, your income's pretty much coming in. All right, so just want to make that clear, and that's it. See you next time. Bye.